Hey guys, this is John. I'm playing Sib Elephant from Russia, 2659 in the 5-minute pool. Healthy rating for this guy. Who is this? Artemayev. This is a GM. He's still listed as an IM, but this is a very strong GM, like up-and-coming player. I'm just going to go Bishop D2. This is like one line you can try against the Grunfeld. Just go Knight F3. Yeah, this guy's really strong. I think I should have played E4 on... Wait. Did I forget my theory? What am I supposed to do after Knight B6? I'm just not familiar with Knight B6, I guess. I know Knight B6 can be played, but I thought he plays Bishop G7, E4, then Knight B6. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to be kind of freestyling this position. C5. What if I take you? Pretty sure I messed up the theory, but regardless, this is Artemayev I'm playing. He's a very strong young grandmaster. Over 2,600, I believe. Well over 2,600. Let's play Rook C1. Like X-ray his knight on C5. Bishop F5 is probably a good move for him. I'm surprised he's still listed as an IM on here. Unless this is a different Artemayev. Bishop E6. Does Knight B5 look any good? It's probably okay, Knight B5. Yeah, let's do that, because that hits his knight here, and maybe I can introduce some ideas of trading and getting my knight into C7. Very strong 5-minute rating. I can play A3 just to make sure he never captures this pawn. Let's do that. I think Queen B6 might be annoying. Maybe I should just trade. I'm going to trade. Just get the queens off. He takes with the rook. Makes sense. I am worried he's going to grab on A2, though. Also, G5, Bishop G3, G4 is a plan for him. Oh, my B2 pawn is hanging as well. Okay, I regret going into this line now. B3 is so ugly. I would hate to have to play that move, but I might have to. Some thoughtless exchanges by me. Yeah, okay, I'm going to play B3. This is not a good move. I'm probably going to be losing a pawn in a lot of lines now. Alright, let's just put the knight here. I am attacking the E7 pawn, so if I deflect this knight, that might be hanging for him. Yeah, he has G5, though. It's annoying. So he takes, maybe I can get my rook in to C7. Counterplay, some counterplay. I'd expect rook D7 in this position. Rook D7, maybe I'll play rook FC1, just double up. I think that's what I'll do. Plays rook D2 instead. Okay. Bishop F3. I kind of want to play to eliminate... Yeah, I'm going to play to eliminate his light square bishop. I don't like where that light square bishop is going. F3 didn't seem good if he pushed to B5. So let's see how well I can scramble down a pawn. Scramble for a draw. Which pawn to take? Probably this guy. This B pawn is weak, so let's just keep it weak. And now I'll play to double up my rooks on the 7th rank. He's playing active. Aha, that's a good move. Because now if I go rook b1, he takes, I take on b7. He can go rook c1 check, king h2, rook takes f2. That's irritating. Yeah, I don't like that. What about f4? Does f4 make sense for me? Maybe. Let's try f4. Let's give it a shot. I'm just trying to open the file. This might be kind of dumb because it makes g2 easier to attack, but... Oh, now there's mating ideas for him, though. Yeah, that's not so good. Yeah, there's lots of mating stuff I got to avoid at this point. Like rook b1 he takes, I take here, and he can just check on the back rank and then go after my king. Yeah, that g4 pawn is super annoying. Bad stuff. Alright. Oh, man. This is bad now. I've got myself in a dilemma. Just going to do this. He trades. Huh. Surprised he traded rooks. I thought he would keep it in the rook end, the double rook end game. I might have some better chances to draw now. Maybe.
Check.
Maybe not.
Check.
Yeah, this is still pretty hopeless. Yeah, this is pretty hopeless. This king can just march all the way over. I think I'm just dead. Maybe I'll let him demonstrate the win.
Check. Check.
So this king's going to take cover on a1. But then eventually he gets rook b2 in. Yeah, and I'm busted, so I'm going to resign. There might have been some like stalemate tricks if I had pushed my f-pawn. But overall, I think it's losing. Yeah, not a good game by me. So Grunfeld, bishop d2. Why did I not know what to do against knight b6? I thought knight f3 was the move, but am I just mistaken? Because I'm mostly familiar with e4, bishop g7, and then knight b6, if they do that. Then I think bishop e3 is the move to guard the pawn. But the immediate knight b6, knight f3, I don't know. At any rate, it seemed like he got a fine position. He got c5 in. I tried to make it tough for him by giving him something to think about. Like, he can't immediately win back the pawn, right? Because I trade queens and then take on e7. So there's that e7 pawn he has to keep an eye on at all times. So he dealt with all this very easily, though. I think already at this point, my position is not so good. I bet black is slightly better. Okay, engine says equality, but yeah, this whole maneuver of trying to get the knight to d4. It's a dilemma because I feel like I'm going to have to do something with these pawns at some point because his bishops are just staring right at them. But I don't really want to play a3 because that weakens the b3 square significantly. And if I play b3, then this knight is weaker. A move like knight b4 might be stronger, targeting these pawns on light squares. So yeah, I'm not sure how to handle this position. Okay, queen a4 was a decent move in this position. Attacking his knight. And then making way for the rook to come over to d1. Yeah, so this was just a thoughtless trade. Queen takes d8. You can see that the engine just despises that move. Almost a full pawn blunder. Queen takes d8. I'm in a world of hurt already. It's hard to defend these pawns. I think I lose a pawn no matter what. I played b3 since he was threatening both of them. Yeah, I think the way he played it was fine. I did get this rook in. He went rook d2. I went here. I thought my chances would be better in a rook endgame. Bishop f3 seems indicated in order to attack that pawn, but I thought after b5, I liked his bishop much more than mine, because let's say I take on e7 and he takes on a2, this pawn becomes weak, and I don't feel my bishop is doing anything constructive on f3, whereas his is just attacking b3 and holding the crucial f7 square. So that's why I played bishop c4. Maybe I took the wrong pawn here. Computer does say rook takes b7. I underestimated how good rook c8 is. Because I was thinking like, oh, I would beat him to the 7th rank, and I'd be able to establish a rook there very quickly. But the problem is he gets this check in, and he wins the f2 pawn. And then he holds f7. He's up 2 pawns, and my position is just probably losing. So that was a big problem. In fact, I don't know if I can save it. I see the engine likes the move that I played, f4. But g4 is a good reply. And the point of f4 is to try to pry open the file. I'm threatening to take and then get my rook here. And if he took, I would take with the rook and be attacking that and maybe pick up b7. But g4 is good, and now I think again I have a problem doing this because of rook takes c4. And if this, I'm getting mated. Check here and here. And that pawn on g4 is the star pawn preventing my king from escaping. So it's incoming mate on h1. I have a feeling I'm close to losing, if not already lost in this position. Rook c1, I see the engine suggest. Rook d1. Maybe rook d1. Wait, what's the difference between rook d1 if take? Ah, rook d1 I can actually get a check in. Okay. That makes a big difference. You guys see that? Because rook d8, check, king g7, rook here. Then I'm attacking this pawn, but with check. So if he does the same thing, trying to set up the mating net, it's not as effective. I have a perpetual here. Aha. Yeah, that detail escaped me during the game. The difference between rook c1 and rook d1. That's just huge. Huge difference between those two moves. So rook d1 might allow me to survive. Yeah, I wasn't able to come up with that. I thought for about 40 seconds and then played rook f2. And then he traded into this endgame. Yeah, which might be losing as well. I don't know that I defended too well in this endgame, but given the pawn structure, I think I am losing. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way I can hold this. It'd be a different story if the rook were on a1. But with the rook on c2, his king can waltz up the board just as it did. I can never move my rook from the a file. My king can't participate. I wish I would have pushed my f-pawn, because then I would have at least had stalemate tricks, but that would lose as well. And he knew exactly how to win it. No question about his technique. I'm just going to check who this guy is real quick, because Vladislav Artemian. I just want to see if it's the Grandmaster I'm thinking of, and why he's still listed as an IM on here. Yeah, he's a GM, born in 1998. Wow, that's scary. 1998. His picture on his FIDE page is like many years old. He looks just like a baby-faced assassin. Maybe I can drag it onto the screen. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys probably can't see it, but he's 2659 FIDE right now. Yikes. And he's what, 16 years old, maybe 17? Unreal. Okay. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that game. I really need to win a game before the year's out. My next video might be my last of 2014, so thank you guys. Please leave me any feedback in the comments. Talk to you later.